Range Rover pioneered the luxury SUV. Decades before anyone else thought of it, the British developed a go-anywhere luxury four-wheel drive that was as happy in the city as it was blasting through a paddock or heading off the beaten track.
The formula hasn't changed in more than 50 years, and today it's just as relevant as it ever was.
We're driving the flagship SV Autobiography dynamic model, which is almost certainly going to be one of the last hero models before the new generation lobs. Guys.
Welcome to Best of British.
There's something undeniably pleasant about driving this car through the Welsh countryside. It's got this level of refinement and sophistication that a lot of its competitors can't touch. This model is powered by the latest version of JLR's 5-litre supercharged V8.
And we really cannot complain about the levels of performance this thing can deliver. Producing 416 kilowatts and 700 newton meters of torque, this thing can hit 100 kilometers per hour in just 5.4 seconds.
In fact, you might even say it pulls like a steam train.
But it's also beginning to slightly feel its age in the dynamics department.
Sitting here in the passenger seat and going through some of the corners, I gotta say, it does feel a little bit wallowy.
And that's probably because it's lacking some of the key technology some of its new rivals, like the Bentley Bentayga, has as standard. So I think one area the Range Rover still has an edge on its rivals is it's kind of under the radar, it's kind of subtle, and I can't believe I'm using the word subtle to describe a 3-ton SUV, but if you're a celebrity in Hollywood, it's one of these you're going to get.
Yeah, it's not as pretentious as a Bentayga, it's not as vulgar as an Urus. It's got a certain sophistication about it.
Yeah, it's like quiet classiness, isn't it?
Yeah, there's an elegance you don't get with some of the others.
And it's no coincidence that the royal family, they all drive these.
Yeah, you'll see them parked out the front of Windsor Castle, but I don't think Prince Philip's allowed them anymore. Oh.
I would not hesitate to drive this 1,000 Ks in a day, 2,000 Ks in a day. You can easily do it without getting out feeling awful.
That's the thing, at the end of each journey, you always feel pretty refreshed. You get out of the car and you're not drained, you don't have a sore back.
And also this commanding view of the road ahead, it really does, I don't know, take the stress out of things. You can see further ahead in traffic. You can see, in fact, what's caused the traffic from about a mile away. You feel so high.
It's a bit of an ego-boosting vehicle too, isn't it? You kind of just feel like you can take on the world in this sort of thing.
There's no denying the Range Rover is an accomplished land yacht with impeccable manners, but it also has a grubby side. The Rangie feels supremely confident ploughing through the picturesque Welsh hills. With adjustable ride height and an intelligent four-wheel drive system, it has no problems tackling muddy ascents and descents. And blasting along boggy dirt tracks is as rewarding as it is instinctive. Exploring the stark but striking Welsh countryside like this is something that many luxury SUVs just cannot do.
Wait until you get a load of this. There are controls for absolutely everything here, including the quad zone climate control, and there's even a little space for my drink here, so I'm all set. How's the weather up the front, mate?
Fine, thanks. In fact, it's better than fine because you really don't feel shortchanged in the front of a Range Rover. It has these incredible pair of leather quilted armchairs, and they even have an incredible massage function. It's also lifted some of the best bits from the Velar, so it's got these great twin 10-inch displays. It's a full instrument panel here, digital instrument panel, and it's all easy to use and feels, well, top drawer for things like quality. Comfy enough for you?
Quite.
Land Rover invented the concept of the luxury SUV almost 5 decades ago, and it remains as relevant now as it was back then.
Perhaps more surprising is the fact the Range Rover has kept evolving and to this day remains one of the most desirable and capable luxury SUVs that money can buy.